What's good, my goddesses and gods, my queens and kings? I'm Donny Gerald. You've reached the path of the Illuminati. Hit the subscribe button right now. This is the only channel that's going to teach you the ancient, secret, hidden science of how to activate 100% of your brain's power and capabilities. This is going to lead to many things, into subjects such as immortality, astral projection, the ability to read minds, so on and so forth. With that said, though, we have a subject that we need to cover today. This subject is called a generational curse. Now, as you've learned before in my lessons, you have been lied to from the rulers of the world since you've been a baby. Everything that you think you know to be true is actually completely false. The only thing that they have taught you that is true is a bit of math and a bit of science. Everything else is pretty much a fable. It's wrong. And they've taught you these lies purposely to control you, to have power over you. And there's even deeper reasons for it. Okay? So these lies were given to you, but not just the government, not just the elite, the rulers of the world, but these lies have come to you from your great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, teachers, tutors, so on and so forth. Now here's the thing. Your great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, teachers, tutors, did they mean to misguide you and teach you the wrong information? No, they did not. They taught you the wrong information because they were taught the wrong information. This is what's called a generational curse. Information that goes from generation to generation, but it's false information. Okay? Now, back in the day, Babylon, Egypt, so on and so forth, they were a very enlightened culture. Don't believe anything when they tell you that they were cavemen or cave dwellers and didn't know what they were doing and drew pictures on the wall. No, they were an enlightened race. They were brilliant. They knew what was going on. Without getting into why this happened, eventually a color separation in races happened. We can say white and black or white and brown. These races ended up warring, and these warring sects were Greece and Egypt. And we'll get into why that happened in another segment. But when Greece took over Egypt, they destroyed all the libraries, all the secret knowledge, and they did this to have power and control. They were trying to conquer the world, Alexander the Great, so on and so forth. Once they conquered Africa, so on and so forth, they moved towards North America, and they killed the, for instance, Indians, the Cherokee Indians, which I am Cherokee, had this knowledge. They had the enlightened knowledge, but they did not kill the Indians for land. There's obviously plenty of land for the Indians and whites to both live. The truth is they killed the Indians because they wanted to conceal this secret knowledge from humanity and keep it to themselves, because there's power in this knowledge. So what they did once they killed all, basically the adults, to make this simple, is they kept a few kids. And what they did was they instilled false information into these kids' minds. And then these kids taught it to your great-great-great-great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-grandparents taught it to your great-great-great-grandparents, so on and so forth, until your grandparents taught your parents, and your parents taught you. And it came down all the way until right now you're teaching your kids false information. You don't realize you are, but you are. But what this is called is a generational curse. And these generational curses have been instilled by the rulers of the world to teach humanity false information, so they are able to keep power and control for themselves. I hope that filled you in on what a generational curse is. Subscribe to the channel, shoot me a like. If y'all can afford it, go to the About page, shoot over a donation. This is one of the only channels in the world that's actually teaching truth and is bettering humanity. I love you all. God bless.